you're going to have more people than not that don't necessarily understand your vision or your bigger picture. And it's always easy for someone to support someone who has already made it or what they're doing is already popular. Hey there K-Baes, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you guys another journey episode. I know we haven't had one of these in a while. If you are new to the journey episodes or unfamiliar about what I'm talking about, I do have a whole series on my channel called The Journey, which is basically topics that I might be personally going through in life. As we all know, my channel is Denae's Vacays, which is usually centered around me going on adventures and trips. But I'm also going on a journey just being a young woman in life, and some of the things that I talk about are, related specifically to my journey, but I feel like I can also connect with you guys through these. So in each episode, I bring up a topic that I have been dealing with, and I always get your feedback and start a conversation in the comments. So today, what we're going to be talking about is being okay with others not understanding your vision. Now, I know that's a mouthful, and you're kind of like, but recently I have been deciding to take my life on a different path than what may be traditional or what may be normal. I feel like society places us in this box of needing to do things a certain type of way. We have all these different paths, all these different ways to get to the same goal or different goals, whatever we decide. And I feel like when you kind of stray away from what would be considered normal, then you're judged for it. And recently I have decided to fully pursue YouTube as my career. Now, that doesn't mean that I will not still have other sources of income, whether that be like a clock in, clock out job or starting other businesses or other investments. But I made the decision to really put this as my number one priority, whether it be sacrificing sleep. I've had to sacrifice doing certain things with my friends, or sacrificing long-term things, certain big financial decisions that I'm holding off on because I'm prioritizing me fulfilling a dream. Anything that you have going on that is outside of what someone would recommend for you to do is your vision. And it's so hard to explain your vision to other people because they are simply not going to get it. They're always going to view life from their lens and their lens only most of the time. Now, I'm not saying that you can't meet people that are very open-minded. A lot of people are, and it's a blessing to meet people like that. And when you're talking to someone like that because you can feel that energy exchange of, yeah, they might not want to do what I'm doing, but they feel me, and just being open to what you're saying. But recently I've just felt an energy, when speaking to certain people about like what my plans are, that is just really not that open. The thing about it is, like, when you're talking to people about your vision, it's not about what they would and wouldn't do. It's about what you're doing. And you cannot let other people's opinions of your journey stray you from that path, okay? When you have a passion, you literally have to pursue that passion. You have to know that you want to do it, and you have to be okay with doing it if you have no support. When I started this YouTube channel, I had 50 subscribers, and those 50 subscribers, most were people that I did know, a couple of people that I didn't know. I'm not sure if that same initial 50 people is still with me now, but as you can see, we've grown. Like, our vacay bays have grown, and I'm always appreciative of it. But as I've noticed that I get more support from complete strangers than I do from some people that I would maybe expect to support me, or that I would necessarily think that the support would be automatic. And I had to learn to be okay with that. It's okay. Like, it's not a negative thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're wanting someone to support you, you know, then you should voice that to them. But just in general, you're going to have more people than not that don't necessarily understand your vision or your bigger picture. And it's always easy for someone to support someone who has already made it, or what they're doing is already popular. So it can be a little cringy sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, like, it can be a little cringy sometimes to be talking to a camera, which I'm very comfortable talking to you guys now. I really don't care. But that's the thing. It's just like being comfortable in what it is that you want. You know, if you have a vision and a path for yourself, you cannot let other people's opinions stray you out of what you feel like you're meant to do. It's a hard concept to grasp at first, because 9 times out of 10, when you share positive news with someone, when you share an idea that you have, you know, when you share your perspective or your plan for what you want for your life, you're automatically excited and you put all of yourself out there. And when you don't receive that same energy back, when you don't receive that same excitement back, it's easy to shut down. It's easy to feel like, oh my gosh, like, is this not a good idea? Like, is this something that doesn't match me? Is this something that I'm not supposed to be doing? But you know that you're supposed to be doing it. You know, it wouldn't be in your heart, it wouldn't be in your plans and your passions if you weren't supposed to be doing that, you know? And then obviously some decisions are a little riskier than others, okay? Don't take me too literally in that you just can do whatever. But you know what you're supposed to be doing, you know, if it's for you and if it's good for you and if it's good for other people, meaning like it's not going to harm anybody, then that's what you're supposed to do. And you have to get used to pitching yourself, introducing yourself as what you are, you know, and stepping into what it is that you want to be without thinking about what anybody else has to say. And I think that the more that you get used to doing that, the more that you stand in your truth and stand in your purpose and your passion, the closer that you will get to being that person and then attracting that tribe, you know, attracting those people. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the phrase, your vibe attracts your tribe, but it's a real thing. You know, you'll start to automatically align and connect with people that see you for who you are and what you're doing. And that will be your support base. I can't stress enough how appreciative I am of you guys and your support, you know, and no matter how well a video does or how many subscribers or, you know, vacay bays I have at the moment, I'm always super appreciative because you guys check in with me, and I feel like I've built a connection with you just on me standing in, you know, sharing what I want to share and just receiving that energy back from y'all. So I appreciate it so much. But I just wanted to speak to whoever needs to hear this. I don't know, it was on my heart today, and I feel like somebody maybe needed to hear it as I've needed to hear it as well. Like I said, that's something that I've been going through recently, and I just realized that I know I'm not the only one. I know that there are other people that are about to pursue something, you know, whether it be something emotional, spiritual, financial, physical, anything that you're planning on doing, any decision that you're planning on making, and there's something in the back of that that you might be thinking about what other people are going to think, or it may not be the most favorable decision. We have to go off of what makes us happy. You can't please everyone. You have to please yourself first, and, you know, just kind of think about the things that are going to make you the happiest. And I can't stress it enough, you have to be okay with other people not understanding your vision. They'll get it at the end of the day. They'll get it when it views favorable to them. If I'm doing YouTube and I'm not making money right now, to a lot of people, they still don't consider me a YouTuber because I'm not making money. There are some people who won't consider me a YouTuber until I get a YouTube check. There are some people who won't consider me a YouTuber until I go to a YouTube event. There are some people that won't consider me a YouTuber until I have a certain amount of subscribers, you know, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos. I've built a community, no matter how big it is, no matter if your community is 50 subscribers, if your community is 50,000, if it's 5,000, if it's 500, that's a community, no less, you know, and you have to stand in what it is that you love doing And don't let anybody diminish your accomplishments or your goals. You'll get there. You have to continue pushing, and whenever whatever you're doing seems favorable to them, then at that point they'll be okay with it, you know? So don't worry about them. They may never be okay with it. They may be okay with it later. They're not what we're worried about. What we're worried about is how you're feeling. So yeah, like I always say, I speak to myself in these videos, and I'm speaking to you guys too, because this is just something that I'm going with personally. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that to whoever needed to hear that. I know that has been like a recurring theme in my life recently, and the more decisions I continue to make, the more judgments there will be, and the more unfavorable opinions there will be. But as long as I'm okay with what I'm doing, as long as you're okay with what you're doing, whatever it is that you're doing, there is no right or wrong way to do things in life. And just be okay with others not understanding that. It's not their vision for a reason, it's your vision for a reason. You're the only person that's going to understand it. You're the only person that's going to be able to bring that vision to fruition. Because if it was for them to do it, then they would have the idea and that vision to do that. They have their own vision, which is going to work out perfectly for them. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have any topics that you want me to cover in the journey series, if you have any videos that you want me to make just in general, you can comment those down below. Please be sure to like if you like this video, share, give me some exposure, subscribe so you can be a vacay bae, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love ya.